Hey guys, welcome back. So I keep changing up where I'm doing my intros, but this spot in my room means I don't have to clean the rest of my room, so I think this is the move. But in today's video, we are going to be doing something I've been wanting to do for a while, and that is recreating my old Instagram photos. So I've been doing photography for about 5.5 years now. I can't tell if that's like a while or no time at all. But within that 5 years, I've definitely gone through a lot of phases. I had a text overlay phase, a self-portrait phase, a phase where I would only color correct my images to be blue. Not sure what that was about. An oversaturated phase, a sunset phase. There's a lot. There is a lot. So today we're going back in time to recreate some of those images from the past. And while we're going about shooting these, I want to try my best to maintain the same concept, location, model, and the lighting, but just do it in the manner that I would now and just make it better. I also don't want this to be like a bashing my old photography video because I think we all start somewhere. Growth is a part of the process of creating, but some of these edits are definitely questionable. So the first photo we will be recreating is this portrait of Taylor taken in January 2015. So almost exactly 4 years ago because I am filming this in January 2019. So let's go do that exact same thing. So we're trying to find the exact tank top that Taylor was wearing in the photo. This one is the closest to it. We like this one better, but it's short sleeve.
I feel like we should go tank top.
Yeah, let's do this one.
Okay.
Who even is she?
We don't know her.
We literally don't know her. So Taylor just changed into the black tank top.
Ready.
And we set up this white sheet because that's what we did in the exact photo. It's a little wrinkly, but Photoshop. And then we have these little stars we got from Joann's that we're gonna sprinkle all over Taylor's. Oh my god, I hope they don't get in your eye. I feel like that happened last time. This is never coming out of your hair, Taylor, I'm sorry. So we just finished putting all the stars on her. I kind of used some silver and gold for the face because I wasn't feeling the multicolor, but that's what my 2015 self did. I know this was shot with a different setup, but this is my current one, so we're going with this. We're just referencing the old photo one last time, and then we're gonna get to shooting. Oh man. Alright, so now that we finished recreating that image, let's compare the two. So here's the old photo from 2015 again, and now the new one from 2019. I can see why I didn't end up editing out the wrinkles in the old photo. It was really hard to maneuver around the stars while I was editing. So this time around I utilized the radial blur effect to focus more attention on Taylor and distract from those wrinkles of the sheet. And then we also ended up taking this photo from a different angle, so here is that photo as well. So this next image was shot in February 2014, so we're taking it even further back. And this was actually in the prime of my blue phase, so it's basically just a photo of my hand with a rainbow in it. In this phase of my photography, I would basically take any photo ever and turn the temperature down all the way. And that's definitely not what I do now, so let's see what we end up with. So I believe the next image we're about to recreate was taken in my bathroom with mirrors reflecting the rainbow onto my hand. But the best source of sunlight coming through my house right now is in my bedroom, so we're just gonna take it here. And 5 years later, I also have different methods to create that rainbow effect instead of relying on mirrors. So I'm going to be using this rainbow catcher that I got on Amazon. The only struggle with this shot is figuring out where exactly I want to put this because I do need one hand behind the camera and one hand in front of it. So I think my best bet for now is just pressing the rainbow catcher against the window. The rainbows kind of fade out from a distance, but I figured if I hold my hand close enough, we'll still get some of that nice light. So this might be extremely extra, but I kind of want to add some texture to the background. I might use this sequin pillow to kind of make 2014 Brandon a little more interesting. Okay, I think we got the shot. Alright, so now that we're back, let me show you the 2014 image once again. And here is the 2019 edition. So I definitely tried to maintain the same concept and somewhat of the angle, but definitely not the edit. Moving on to my third recreation, this photo was shot in December 2014. So I think I was like leaving that blue phase. And this photo was shot with a method called freelensing. I'm actually surprised that I knew how to do that. But if you don't know what freelensing is, it's basically a technique where you detach your lens and hold it manually in front of your camera body, and that creates an in-camera tilt shift. And if you actually flip your lens around, it'll create a macro tilt shift effect, at least with the 50mm, which I was using for the shot. Tilt shifting could definitely get a little tricky. I could do a whole separate video on that, but I will leave some resources for you guys down below who want to learn more about it. But let's get on to recreating the image. So I'm here with Sarah, whose eye is in the original photo. So I hope not much has changed.
It's even better.
So we're just gonna take advantage of the fading light that's happening in my room right now and get to it. Okay, so hold it like right here. It's like insane across your face right now. Like you move up out of the light, and then this more in the light. And then you move this way. Let's look at it. Whoa. Right there. Oh, that's insane. Right there. Alright, do you want to just look through these?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Sick.
Winner. I think we got it. Alright, so now that we finished the shoot, let's show you the 2014 image again. And now here is the 2019 version. And for the last image we are going to recreate, we have this image of me taken in December of 2013. So we're going real far back in time with this one. And I feel like this one's going to be especially fun because, you know, it's myself in the photo. So let's get into it. All right, so here we are. This is the exact spot where I shot the image. And I'm honestly super glad that we're shooting in low light because this lighting right now is not it. As for the candles, we have two different options. We have this fake candle from a craft store, which is actually super similar to the one in the photo. And then we have this real one, which I want to use, but I'm a little scared with this lace going on that things will catch on fire, and that's the last thing we want. And if these candles aren't enough to light me completely, we have this spotlight as a backup, which I may or may not turn on. We have my Nikon D850 and a 50mm f1.4 lens, which was used in the actual photo. And because we will be using self-timer, I set it up to a 10-second delay so I could run over to the candle. We were taking 9 shots in total with a second interval in between shots. Alright, so here is the old photo one more time for reference. And now here is the 2019 version. Like I mentioned, I was able to kind of improve my photography by taking pictures of myself because I was always around to do it. So this one was especially cool to recreate. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of these recreations and more specifically the 2019 versions. I hope. And if you'd like to see a part 2, I literally have hundreds of old photos I could go back in and recreate. And if you scroll really far back on my Instagram, you can go and comment on which ones you'd like to see a new version of. But yeah, and before I forget, some of my old photos in print are actually in my photo book Luminescence. It's still available for purchase, but I think there's only like 300 copies left or something. And once these sell out, it's gone forever, so get it while you can. I'll leave a link down below. So with all of that, I will see you guys very soon. Bye!